Ask.
Look, he's doing the samurai thing. He's Arin.
Fucking hell.
Didn't think I'd reach for Arin. I went there.
I mean, there was no other place for you to go.
But yeah, it doesn't matter what the fuck she's done or how she's wronged anybody. Legitimately, it's probably the only reason that I would latch on to that character is because of the Kitsune mask. I like that mask.
I actually think Ishikawa was done for Act 2 now.
I thought you said you could do it online.
I thought you could too, unless he's hidden behind Kyushu. No, that's Norio. Looks like I was wrong then. You have
to get to Act 3 to finish out 9.
I think so.
Because we have to let enough narrative time pass in order to make Tomoe's death.
That's a fun quest. That's one of your armor quests. And it's a big one. All right, where to next? Adachi, Norio, or Story? The Walls of Yarikawa.
Let's do a farm out. Chat, what do you think?
You want a farm? Oh.
Grix, Rugal.
I see what you mean.
We go Norio, Yuna.
Well, you can do your Sekai, clan armor, Sekai mask, but you're visiting your home. So you're visiting the Sekai estate.
Grix says yes.
Sekai estate?
Yes to nothing. Usually when I ask what a specific thing do you want to do, yes isn't typically the answer.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, we'll liberate Kishibe village.
Filled with country goodness and green penis. Wait, that's terrible. I quit.
One for the road.
One for the road. They're even better when you're dead. He said, sure, whatever.
He wants green.
It's like I'm only half paying attention to this fucking stream anyway. Just do it.
It's funny you mention all that shit in your head. No, it's the fuckers. So now you go against the Ronins. And the Ronin timing is very specific. Because they'll do the EI thing.
So they're basically the Tengu now.
Damn it. But I don't think you have the capability. So you have to basically perfect dodge unless you have the ability.
I have perfect dodge. Everything I have is unlocked.
Well, perfect dodge is not the one I was considering. I didn't know if you had the parry window for the EI pools or not.
Well, I think what you need to do is invest some of those talent points into what you think would be adequate for this job. But the Ronin seem like they would do better with perfect parry.
They do, because they stun them. They're basically like you. They're just quick. They're quicker than you, I should say.
Shouldn't you be in stone stance?
I am.
I thought it was wind.
No, stone stance is for swords. Wind stance is for spears. Moon stance is for the big guys, and circle stance is the breaker for the shields.
This is the kind of thing that would actually sink in if I'd played continuously, instead of playing over the course of 2.5 months.
That's why when you were on
3 hours a
stream, I
week.
was trying to get you to change to the stances, and you were like, nah, I like wind stance.
I'm good, bro.
Yeah, no,
I don't like wind stance. I like water stance. That's the best stance in my mind.
Water stance I can understand, but it doesn't want you to stay stylized in that stance.
But I like it because he holds it up over his head like, come at me, bro.
I know. Neo 2, I think, would be up your alley if it wasn't filled with demon and pain.
If it wasn't filled with Dark Souls level fun.
More than Dark Souls level fun because it just fucking hurts.
Use triangle, jump off the horse.
I don't do that.
I do.
I know.
And now you cause that poor horse to be set on fire.
Not my problem. Timing.
It's almost like your play style because it's more like, here's my dick. Feel free to take a sip.
Well, that's where the game gets fun. Is the here's my dick.
I don't know. I think I really enjoy the smoke bomb and like mass murder.
It's too easy.
It feels great.
You can cheap it out too quickly, and I don't like cheaping things out. I want to enjoy the game's fun mechanics, which to me is the balls to the wall stuff.
Your game's fun mechanics are the ones that were always like that was us in Halls of Reflection. That's the perfect example of the fusion between our two techniques. I was sitting there like, dude, I've got no mana. And you're like, pulling
it anyways. We're wiping the party.
And I would somehow keep us alive.
Yeah.
It was the best.
Made you a better player.
It did not make me a better player.
Made me a more fun player.
It was because I...
Oh yeah, you got the sword thing.
I managed to keep up. So I like that perfect dodge of stabbing him in the gut. That's my idea. I like that a lot better than parry. Even though it's functionally the same thing.
They both have their points and purpose. I was not a fan of the perfect parry starting out because you have to invest in this first. And when you invest in this first, it gets you further away from your enemies as opposed to just side steps.
Right.
Because I'm, again, that Dark Souls mentality. I want to mash that circle button
always
to
double
make sure.
tap. Yeah.
I usually double tap as well to make sure I gets through.
And in this case, there's a little bit of input delay, so there'll be a part where I actually go to dodge, and I don't think it's gone through, so I'll double tap.
Yeah.
And I'll end up rolling away.
And it sucks, because when you roll away, you're away from your enemy, so you're not in a parryable situation to begin with. God damn it.
So you eliminate the camp war general. That you pretty much came right out and found him, didn't you? Oh, that's not the general.
No.
That, he looks like it. It just must be the armor.
Oh, man, again.
That would have been the perfect time to parry.
I have that setting on my technique points for that.
For the hit that almost hits?
Yes, you can parry that, and I'm so used to just parrying it. It's hard to break that mentality once you're in it for a while.
It's probably just because you suck.
It do suck. What up, motherfuckers? Oh.
Yeah, I suck. What up, bitch? Ow!
I'll have to do this more better.
See, that's what I like. I like the perfect dodge and stab in the gut. Because it's a way of punishing them and telling them to go fuck themselves.
Daisho.
Stabby stab.
Yeah, I'm going to need to stop overusing the resolve so much.
Like I said, I have passive HP regeneration outside of combat.
My whole thing with my build was resolve generation based around the perfect parries. So the more I parried, the more I
so
hit.
You put the shit... Yeah, do the assassinate. Because that's very, very satisfying.
God, I didn't want to assassinate. It hurts me to do that.
Why?
Because it's an insta-kill.
It feels great.
And I want to engage in the flow of the combat. The combat's the thing for me.
That's part of the combat. You do shoot better than I do. That's 100%.
I'm used to the stick. You try to move the stick around your body as opposed to move the character around the idea that you're going to hit them. That's your issue.
You know, if it weren't for my different technique, I don't think you would have ever discovered that.
Which?
The observation point.
No.
Because it's very much against your style.
Yes.
Yeah, Rugal agrees with me. Murdering a motherfucker in cold blood is just the best. And it's part of the reason why I like the Dark Brotherhood quest. It's part of the reason why I like the Assassin's quest.
Damn, he's all on that.
Part of the reason why I played a rogue.
Come get me, fellas.
Pretty much every aspect of just straight up murdering a fucker who's trying to give you trouble is the best.
Let's see, who's going to hit first?
Shield guy.
Damn, that I need to tech into that. The points.
Well, you have 2 skill points.
No, but now I have to earn them.
Yes, smoke bomb.
No.
Run away.
No. That's not the fun. The fun is the kill.
I think the most fun I had as rogue, straight up murdering people, was with PvP build.
Oh god, I love PvP rogues.
And that was the best. Shadow step, right to their spine, make them bleed.
Fucking dog. Fucking dog with
fucking
input
dog.
delay
Shit.
at that.
Shit, fucking dog.
Dog with input delay at that. The worst kind of dog.
Yeah, I'm sure it's not because you suck. I like how my spite is motivating you. It's that's a perfect exemplar of different play styles and different mentalities because you're sitting there going, fuck you, I'll do better, bitch.
I thought that was a perfect dodge moment.
You're pretty much playing how I'd play around an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Or was it death handoffs or what?
You want to do death handoffs?
I don't know. I die a lot, so it'd probably just end up going back to you.
One thing you need, samurai deflection, is you want to use it on something else, or are you okay to use it on these?
I'm okay to use it on those.
Unyielding sword parry will allow you to hit that double. It'll turn to a blue instead. So you no longer have to dodge those. And they overuse them like hell.
That's what you need.
Yes. The moderate resolve parry and terrifying parry. Just the hit.
It's more like my perfect dodge. So,
Yeah.
I mean, it's basically the same spec tree.
The game wants to send you down one or the other, but eventually you get to the point where you don't need to do. And yeah.
What point in the game are you saying that this becomes untenable?
Which? The
This.
standoffs?
Yeah. Because I've always been able to do it, even through fake outs.
Towards the end. Like when you get in the third area, it's much more difficult to maintain.
Okay.
Because the people, you miss one, and they're no longer going like, on here you can see it. They do one fake out, two fake out, maybe on three fake out they go. But on the other one, it's maybe one fake out, and then suddenly the guy lunges forward and just does that. Like that.
Oh.
And it's so hard to...
But you can technically release during the time, right?
Yes. But anytime you release, it's going to kill you. Any health they do during the standoff loss, it will get you down to 0 if you get it wrong practically.
Yeah, I noticed that. If you end up in a standoff and you fuck up, you're like near dead.
Yes. Nice shot.
There's always the option to go with the samurai armor, but I kind of like the Ronin suit. I like the look.
Again, if the threat of death is not there, then it's no fun for me. I play the game for the fun of the combat, and the combat's not fun if you can't die. So I was perfect parry, Ronin armor. I don't use the ghost tools because I don't like how cheap they can make the game. I just enjoy the raw combat and watching. Now, that's not to say that I begrudge you for doing it, because we have very different play styles.
Yeah, I derive my enjoyment from overpower.
I derive my enjoyment from how difficult it is and how well I master things.
Do you remember Crystallis, though, right?
Yes.
The first thing that I would do in that game, for the first town, first area, is to sit there and grind out the level.
Yep, and I did the same thing to get the...
And there's a point that you reach where you can go into the first cave and not end up completely worthless. Because you can hit people and it would just ping off of them, right? They were too strong for you. So you had to reach a certain level to do that. But there is a point in that game where you could just go balls to the wall, grind all the hell, and like make everything trivial. Which is what I kind of enjoy, the overwhelming force of it. I don't necessarily think it's cheaping it out. It's just earning something and feeling good about it.
I don't know. We're different beasts. I don't think there's anything wrong against any other playstyle. Good
Jeez.
fucking lord.
The hell of a thing.
Yeah.
I do have the charm equipped, though, that has the chance of restoring resolve on resolve use.
Yeah.
So it could be useful for your playstyle.
That's also the ones I mainline. Oh, there was one right in front of me.
Yeah, I wouldn't shoot that pup.
He just blended in.
They give predator hides, though, so that's useful.
Yeah. And I don't want to hurt the poor dog.
Damn.
Damn, the perfect parry window is so tight on this now.
Well,
You have to account for everything wrong.
I do have the charm. It makes it easier. But that ultimately didn't really fix the timing window.
No.
It just makes it a little bit easier to pull off. That dude is just chilling at the end of that, watching what's going on.
I'm almost fine with that. I didn't hear him call out Daisho. There you are.
The thing I really like about that Inari charm is just part of the reason why I like my playstyle, because it gives me upgrades earlier.
Yeah.
Allows me to become overpowered earlier.
Yep. And that's nice.
You really scared that dude.
Yes, I did.
Shoot him.
Where are you going? Ah! No, sir. Nobody escapes from Jin Sekai. Nobody
for that guy.
escapes from Jin Sekai.
That guy's gone.
Motherfucker.
He got away.
Where's my horse?
Nobody escapes.
Horse!
R2.
It wouldn't let me.
That's because you called your horse into battle.
He's a battle horse, though.
It chickened out. See, I think you're approaching where I am about an hour and a half in the stream. Because I would actually do this well on stream once I adjusted to everything again.
Yeah. I mean, my timings are getting a lot better. Hello, friend.
So this is the biggest dickest play.
Oh, right. You don't have that yet.
I always like hearing that. Oh, right. You don't have that. It's kind of like when we first started playing. What do you want to be? Want to be that guy?
I'm gonna get you, you fucking dickhead.
That's the fucking best.
The fact that he forgets people exist as soon as you crawl through a door.
No, it wasn't. He just lost sight of you. It wasn't like he didn't know where you were. He was just like, oh, where'd he go? Shank.
Did it say animals a second ago?
Nope. But you didn't pick up your predator hide, so that's the thing.
Oh, yeah, you care about them.
I do.
I'll grab them.
Because the predator hides lead to upgrades.
Hold on.
And ranged.
There's more to kill.
They called you by name. Pretty sure I heard the word Jin Sekai in Mongolian.
Yeah.
Was it Mongolee?
I think Mongolian. A Mongol? And the Mongol tongue. Savage.
Mongol goal.
Mongol desu.
Is he... If this were true to life, Jin would be all sorts of racist right now.
Okay, there's one. I'm getting this confused with the first time I went through.
It's fine.
I think the...
There, you just missed it. Back. Right there.
Oh, okay. Sorry, they blend in really well. At least for my eyes.
That's why you got me watching. And only watching this time.
Well, usually it's me on the opposite side.
Right? It's kind of good change of pace, I think. As it gives people watching the stream an opportunity to see a different style of play.
Dick in your face.
Dig in your face.
Hey, fellas.
So that was one of the things I was complaining about a couple of weeks ago, where I'd walk up to somebody and the assassinate prompt would come up, but it would attack them instead.
Oh, I don't use the assassinate prompt, so that's my thing.
No, I'm
Just in general.
just the input lag.
Understand. I just want to hit them. That's all I got. I just want to hit these fuckers. Because I enjoyed the sword combat to it. And the sword combat's really where it shines. You're staying on the ground, everybody's trying to kill you, and you have to juggle about 15 different Mongols at once. I enjoy that aspect. Because it's all about the timing and, again, watching your opponents.
Mm-hmm. Man, I like that Inari charm. Apparently I'm hungry for words.
No kidding. The input lag is kind of nonsensical to deal with a little bit. It takes a little bit of an adjustment, but I've got the timing pretty much down. Who the hell is the dudes? I figured I'd have a challenge all prompt, but dude,
He's just chilling.
all right, next.
It's probably that guy that ran off. He's what's holding up the clear.
He's completely screwed the entire game.
He's on the other side of the continent by now. And you're still locked in
Man.
combat.
The rest of my days, old Jin Sekai chasing down the guy who ran away. No one ever escapes Sekai.
And then he just runs away.
I tried to put 4 arrows in him.
And he did what was called a pro game maneuver. Shifting slightly back and forth.
I don't even think he zigzagged. He just ran speedily along. And I kept aiming to his left. It's like, don't adjust. Anytime you want the controller back, yell. I don't want to take over your entire stream.
Do it.
No.
Do it.
No.
Do it.
I've already played and beaten this.
Do it. I'm enjoying watching, actually. The part of the game where I'm playing is probably the worst because it's the worst where I am mentally collected.
What do you mean?
Like I was saying, I'm worried about all aspects of the stream at the same time, trying to figure out how to play, deal with input lag, talk to people.
Do you remember?
It's really hard for me to juggle everything all at once.
Do you remember that night I played Hearthstone?
Yes.
And I was doing that Murloc deck, and I talked it up a big game, and then the first hour of my stream had no audio. And then I got into the stream, and my Murloc deck went 0-4. And you're just so frustrated because you want everything to be good. You don't want to come off as a stupid dumbass. But at this point, it's just...
52% of the time, we're stupid dumbasses.
Yeah, I mean, fuck it. You're just playing the game.
Holy crap, just realized who you were. What are you talking about?
I don't know.
Greg said, holy crap, just realized who you were. Oh, Moose. Oh, yeah, we introduced him as such.
I'm an unknown quality, apparently.
Quantity.
Yeah, this is why I know talk good.
This is why I know speak well.
Do you want the perfect parry counterattack, or do you want something else? Because after I get the sword one, the spear one's not so big to me.
Dude, all I got... Oh.
Hell yeah, you used to work with me. Oh, you haven't got stances yet, have you?
I didn't think about it on that side of it, Grex.
That's why it's heavy. These do more damage and more staggering, too. I was wondering why your thing felt underpowered when your swords
Dude,
felt so
I'm telling
good.
you, water stance.
I gotcha.
Water.
I gotcha. Well, we're going to go for the unyielding or perfect, unless you want to buy something else in your ghost. Fine.
I got all of the ones that I wanted when I completed my exploration.
Okay. Well, there's Kishi Village, and then we'll go ahead and hit Ghost from the Past. Although Ghost from the Past is very story. Ghost from the Past also unlocks a new ability for you.
This is probably the first stream where actually Grix is watching what's going on. Yeah, I think this is the first time he's actually seen you on a stream that he's participated in. Otherwise, he's just been here on the couch and talking to you.
I've only been on one other stream before this because of my leg.
I never really put those two together that Grix wouldn't know who you were.
I wouldn't think so either. I mean, he talked for me in the parking lot where we used to work for like an hour about the EverQuest video. Then I was like, hey, you watched any other? There were other videos?
And that makes perfect fucking sense. 80K views on just the EverQuest video and nothing else gets hit.
Right? From Software occasionally gets hit, and then it's like, you forgot a Toki, you fucking moron. It's like, it's amazing. I don't want to continue the From Software franchise.
Yeah, EverQuest gets all this unneeded praise and joy. And people are like, yay, it has the music, it has the thing that I remember. And then the second you cover something even remotely modern, like even Tsushima, our critiques on Tsushima were greater than EverQuest video, and EverQuest video is objectively worse.
EverQuest video has not gotten critiques outside of...
Screw you. EverQuest is the best.
The EverQuest video has literally got no other critiques other than, why didn't you cover more? Why didn't you cover Planes of Power? Wait, Planes of Power was the best expansion, except it had the most broken rating.
I feared you were dead.
I really liked it when Rugal was watching through those videos. He was sitting on the couch with me,
I came as soon as
and he just started lighting into the people we were showing on the EverQuest video.
You look
It's like, yeah, he's a piece of shit. Yeah, I like it. I hated him. No,
I like the fact that he latched on to Brad McQuaid.
yeah, Brad McQuaid in particular, he was like, that piece of shit. Let me tell you.
And that's
about Brad
because he
McQuaid.
probably did Saga of Heroes. He probably played Saga of Heroes or knew about Saga of Heroes. Because anybody that knows about Saga of Heroes will go, Brad McQuaid, that piece of shit.
And then Ponytail being the whole reason why EverQuest Next went to shit and was completely thrown under the rug.
There we go. Vanguard, fuck him. Exactly. And yeah, Dave Jordson for EverQuest 2 and EverQuest Next. He should never have been in charge of the projects.
Yeah,
I want to make the EverQuest
Let's just do
Minecraft.
another EverQuest video right now on the stream.
I want to be in charge of the EverQuest Minecraft.
Right?
No.
Hey, this video, let's stage it with all employees. No AI is working. Nothing is working.
Isn't that the saddest thing? You're doing a game demo preview and you've got like 5 of your pawns behind the scenes.
It's
controlling
really
them.
fucking worthless. It kind of, hey, the more modern take on that would have been the Anthem video. You remember the Anthem promo video that
Yeah,
came out?
with the giant storm and everything.
They had
else.
all that staged. It's like, now we're going to go raid. Everybody gathered together. Yeah, I was off killing these guys. I'm here now. And it was so fake and so fucking staged that it was obvious it wasn't part of the game.
Yeah.
Then the game got released, and it's even more fucking obvious that wasn't part of the game. That game was broken as shit.
And I like that we made a script about it. And it was defense of it at the start, and then the more we played it, and the more we researched it, it's like it slowly just...
I still have a soft spot in my heart for it. I still love the flying mechanics. I still like how it feels.
Yeah.
It's just so much potential is fucking wasted because they didn't go full tilt with it.
No. And it is a shame, because aesthetically and gameplay-wise, it was excellent. And it brought back those minds of the old like Mass Effect 3 multiplayer days.
Yeah, it kind of had that feeling too, didn't it?
Yeah.
You get in there with maybe you and a couple of buddies, and we go around to stomp some shit. That's fun. Like even the, I don't think you've gotten to any of the expansion shit, like the Heart of the Storm stuff.
No, I haven't. I haven't played it since we last played it.
Really, it was really painful because they made it a point system. So you have to go into this raid and they're still talking about EverQuest.
No, that's a Mass Effect 3 multiplayer was so fun. I will agree, because Mass Effect 3 was still the most fun.
Mass Effect 3 was okay. It was okay.
The multiplayer.
The multiplayer was the shining light of that franchise. And I actually went back and tried to play it recently. And ended up fucking up real bad. Because my Krogan, he's out of spec, and they've had more powerful weapons come out, and they've increased the difficulty since then. So he was essentially running up and smacking the shit out of some Geth and just got curb stomped. The problem is you have to get used to the control scheme too, because Mass Effect 3 has a weird fucking control scheme that if you haven't played the game or played the multiplayer recently, it's just really hard to pick back up and get into unless you have it controller mapped.
I mean, I haven't played it in forever, ever. And it's still foreign to me mentally. I know I played it with a lot of friends. I know I played it with you guys. And that was always a ton of fun. But I don't remember hardly jack shit about it. And so for game-wise, too, this is your father's grave. This is his whole resting place. You're at the old Sekai estate. And you know that deal with the flashback of your father getting killed, you as a kid?
Yeah.
Well, you're now kind of, I will accept the burden of my father's armor because this is for the sake of Tsushima.
Oh, the weight of honor and all
Yes.
that other shit.
Yeah. And the chick that's there was the same one that led you up as a kid to your father's grave at the beginning during his funeral.
Are you going to fight his ghost of Tsushima?
Surprisingly, this entire game does not really strike with the...
I actually remember this from the opening cinematic where he's walking up and it's all rose pedally and shit too.
Yeah.
Which begs the question, why is it still rose pedally? especially since this is November.
Cherry blossom.
Yeah, but cherry blossoms in spring.
Shut your mouth. Shut your fucking mouth.
You just look over, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up and put a knife
Do you know
to
how
my
many
throat.
people would be so pissed off that you had a game set in feudal Japan and you'd not have a cherry blossom at all in it?
Yeah.
It's out of season.
Yeah, by all rights, it shouldn't be blossoming right now. They all fall off the tree in April. That's why when I went to Japan, I missed the cherry blossom festival because I went in May.
Yeah.
And everything had already fallen to the ground and went bare by then.
And how much did that suck for you?
A lot. 'Cause
So they get fucking cherry blossoms out of seasons because they look cool.
I cannot bear this armor. It bears the mark of Sucker Punch. The dick must not enter my mouth.
That's why it has the mouth guard, though.
Yeah, but he dropped it. So he's primed for dicking.
Oh, no. He should have known.
If only he'd done the bone up on Yuna earlier, he wouldn't be facing this problem.
My lips are parted.
Help me.
Oh, snap. He even called for help. What a coward.
Why do I even bother mentioning things? Because they're just going to repeat again.
It's kind of, no, this is very anime. I got the anime feeling like really strong right then.
What about now?
No, this is Japan as fuck. They did good on that.
Good. There's a whole bunch of people 3D printing these masks too, and it's fascinating.
I'm more talking about the like the flashback sequence. You know what I mean?
Oh, like that help me hit.
Yeah.
Are you alright?
Like right before a antagonist is gonna die, they're gonna do a flashback, like One Piece style, or I don't know, was it Naruto style that did that as well?
Yeah, they all do it.
Get inside.
Bleach did it.
Dragon Ball didn't until it did. Really hard.
Dragon Ball didn't need it because they had the 25 minutes of Vegeta screaming to power up the the Gallic gun.
said you'd come crawling back home.
Oh, so this is where those characters are introduced proper
Yeah.
instead of running into them in the wild.
Fuck you guys.
Like these are the Ronin types.
Yeah. God, I fucked up my timing on that bad. It does chain badly too. You mess up your timing on the first, and the input delay does not allow you to catch up. I can see why I would get frustrated watching you, because you would just get struck again and again and again.
Yeah, right? It makes it really frustrating when you're watching it.
Like, I was legitimately pissed off watching you.
That fucking idiot. What an idiot.
Fucking hell.
What a stupid asshole. See, I would have already smoke bombed those assholes. Chopped their face off. Get your R1 real quick.
No. I'm not that type of girl.
Not your R1 holler back girl.
No. Motherfuckers. They took all my shit.
No, stabby stab.
I'm gonna stab him. I'm gonna ram him.
Yeah, I thought that too. Thank you.
I'm just getting at what your sleep-deprived brain needs to say.
Thanks for saying what I have the ability to say, but without me saying it.
I will be your...
The Yarikawa rebellion was
Never
20 years
mind.
ago.
Yep, there you go.
Those men were with the
That's the
Mongols.
gayest thing you've said.
Of course.
It was close to being the gayest thing I said. I stopped.
No, I knew exactly what you were thinking of saying.
By the lake.
That's the bad thing about growing up together.
That's the bad thing about having a similar brain,
Yeah.
Come.
except different.
So I had the Sekai armor. It's just... It's ugly to me.
Is that what you liked? Is that what you ran with?
The Sekai armor?
Yeah.
No, I did Ronin.
What's the benefit of Sekai armor?
More of the standoff stuff, I think. Yeah.
Oh!
You get an increase to standoff more and more. So if you want one of the achievements, which is do the maximum amount of standoffs, you have to equip the Sekai armor.
I was pretty sure I spec'd into that anyway with the one additional. So is it 4 or 5 that you end up having to do all the way?
It's 5 all the way, I think. I'll keep your refined predator.
Yeah, I
You
mean,
want it back?
yeah, put back on the thief strap. That looks too cool.
And then
No.
you want the betrayer?
Yes. You are not prepared.
Enough to kill
Illy?
a man.
No.
That's the betrayer.
Can you do it?
Illy D?
That's his name,
That's
Illy
larger
D.
doses are ugly.
Good.
Oh,
My name is Illy D, and I'm here to say you are not prepared in that special way.
Do you
to
recognize
BT and
this,
you'll be set
Laria?
Straight.
sit
My
with me
boy
now.
is an ash tongue, and he'll be that way. Betrayer out.
Poison has
Hua.
never been the Sakai way.
No Sekai had to fight the Mongol
Okay,
Empire.
so he wants poison now. And she's apparently a very
every
good
weapon we
herbalist.
Tsushima
lady.
can't afford
Ought to
anything
be
less.
down on Goldan
The
Records.
Mongols have changed you, young master.
We're throwing the skulls down like fire.
Okay, quit.
I can't.
Quit. Quit or restart your WoW account, do Lore Master a 5th time, and
Others
then
that harm.
stop.
Surely you mean a sixth time.
I don't want to
must
mean
be
a 6th time,
consumed.
but I'm worried it
How will you
might be.
poison the invaders?
I think Rugal and I are pretty much. No, he's got a couple up on me.
I've read it
Has he
that
done
was
Lore
by
Master
Genji
7?
who studied with
I think
Mongols.
he's done Lore Master more than I have.
How could you possibly stomach the idea of that?
Because it's great. It's perfect. I like playing the game that way.
Remain the good man I know.
It satisfies an interesting little click in the brain where you do a completion of shit.
I've looked
Like,
after
this
your
thing is
every
done.
need since
This
you
thing
went
is done. This thing is done, and this list is finished.
Stop now.
That's the antithesis to how I play anything.
Plus, you
All I need is
get
something
cool
to
story
do.
beats that you might have forgotten about the last time you did Lore Master.
The first time?
Yeah, the first time is way different because in Classic, Lore Master didn't exist.
You and your little friend
That achievement
gathered
wasn't
them to
there.
make little boats.
Do you
That's why it
join
was so different. If you did it the first time and did literally every quest in the game,
Be careful, Jin.
way
I've seen
different.
fires over there at night.
Like they reformed the storyline hard around that.
Don't worry. I'll be back soon with Reeds.
How bad is it retcon now, you think?
It's gonna get pretty bad. They kill off Sylvanas. I've got like literally no reason to play that game.
Because Sylvanas is dead?
No, they're gonna make her dead in the Shadowlands expansion
Oh.
because she's the new Lich Queen or whatever.
Damn it, I don't remember how to do the special thing. There we go. Tee.
Just having all the fish swim out,
Yeah, that is also its own achievement, apparently.
bow to the fish.
Yeah. Bow to these hidden signs and it makes stuff happen.
Gotcha.
Oh, that's right, you don't play the Wrath. Yeah.
What are you driving? What are you swimming out toward?
I don't know. It wants her to go to the fisherman's house because she sees lights there at night. He wants to make sure the place is safe. I give you 2 guesses of what's at the fisherman's house.
What's at the fisherman's house?
I give you 2 guesses. Mongols.
Your dad?
And your dad.
Your dead dad.
Hello.
The old fisherman's home has been taken over by bandits.
No, it's bandits, dude. They're not Mongols.
Oh, my bad.
Those are your common Japanese traders.
Boop.
Kill him. Damn, spear guy got it good in the gut. See, I'd be rocking that wind stance right now.
Not really necessary for these.
Or
There's-
that water stance, rather.
The bandits are so trivial to beat by the time you're adjusted to the Mongols. They just don't matter. Like this guy, he doesn't matter.
That would actually be super depressing. Your island gets taken over by Mongols, and the only Japanese people that you can find that are along the route that are fighting are people who are trying to steal from other Japanese people. And you have to kill them.
Well, the shit vultures come out regardless.
Shit, vulture.
People are just bastards. Chocolate-covered bastards with bastard filling. Nothing brings out the worst of people than the best of situations in which to exploit.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I couldn't think of any modern parable for that. Or any kind of person in power right now that would represent that theology. Can't do it. Nothing comes to mind.
Good. Good. Good.
You have to search for something again? Is this like your worst?
I have to gather reeds.
Perfect
Really?
for a blowgun.
Yeah.
I'll give these to Yoriko.
You're making a blowgun.
Oh, so you're essentially making poison darts.
Yes. And this is the part of the game that chuffs my ass because I really never wanted to make poison darts. I'm like, I'm having a good time beating them as is.
But you had to for the
Story, yeah.
yeah.
Here's the snows of Kamiyagata.
Kamiyagata.
Kamiyagata?
Kamiyagata.
It's Snow White. Oh.
Okay. It's more steel, more leather.
Let's see if
I
this
like it.
works. No. Either that or I did it wrong.
Was there a way to like
Launch yourself across the pond.
punch yourself in the boat?
Essentially, yeah.
Fucking crisis your way across the pond?
If you get in the shoreline, and I think with your other ability, Dance of Wrath, which you don't have yet, you can launch yourself across the shore. Makes for an interesting idea to speed run Ghost of Tsushima.
Except you have to go through a heavy upgrade tree to get it.
Yeah.
So I don't know about speedrunning it.
It's not a game that, in which I would speed run anyways. There's not really a ton of... Not enjoyment. There's plenty of enjoyment in this, but after you play the story and you finish the story, there's not much left.
Yoriko?
There's no new game plus or anything else like that, so you're left kind of with the island and the situation it is.
There's multiplayer.
Not
You
yet.
caught me thinking about Lord Sekai.
You remember how
Try not to do that.
this game is very similar to Mario?
He loved you in his way.
Yes.
Because it's got a controller.
Enough of the past.
Oh,
Have a
okay.
blowgun and
See where
darts.
we're going with this.
All I need now is the poison.
I can't let it go. I'm sorry, I can't.
You're oddly tethered.
There's stupid, and then there's that. And somehow goes
We
beyond.
have a small camp where
Let
we
me
gather
show you
plants
how you
and
go
poison
one step beyond.
and poison.
If I could do a shimel without... You're redlining the mic. If you could do a shimel without redlining the mic, I would applaud you.
Not that type of...
But you can't get that gravelly without really stepping back away from the mic a lot.
Yeah, there's not really a way to do this. Not with the current setup.
There's regular stupid, which I am normally.
It's nice to
Then there's really fucking stupid.
You and Lord Shimura
I like how this
right
broke you enough that you made your own comic.
on that runt pony.
Let me show you what it's like to go one stupid beyond.
like you were the shogun himself.
Now you do your power up.
Okay, I've stepped way far back away from the mic for that one. Because I caught a glimpse of me even going beyond, and I'm pretty sure it was too loud.
We'll go to the kitchen. I'll be your friend.
I don't want to repeat that because Schimmel passed out in the booth after doing that.
Yeah, and if you hit the linoleum,
What's so
we'll
funny?
call the quits.
I just
We'll call it
out
quits.
here you nearly killed your uncle.
What?
You were 3 or 4. The poor man
I like
was
that there's
trying to
levels of
see how the
stupidity
mortal
akin to
did
Super
affect
Saiyan
him.
3 stupidity.
You wanted to chase butterflies.
I know the story. My uncle's
Well-
black eye took weeks to heal.
Super Saiyan 3 was also
Lord
stupid.
Shimura and your father
Because it was like
laughed so
Goku
hard,
has
I
already
thought they
fought
both
Boo,
choked to death.
had the chance to fight Boo.
It is really
I
ostensibly
don't remember
stupid.
my father's laugh.
Not only because he had the chance to fight Boo or that he was
Lost
fighting
his
Boo,
humor after your
but
brother lost
because Toriyama wanted to end it itself.
your father's
It was done.
I don't care what anyone
And-
says. I still like the Boo saga.
It sucks. Objectively.
There are parts of it that
Uncles
really
and that
suck
campfire.
and sucks
Did
bad.
you sleep out here?
But there are parts that are
Only when I
okay
spend
too.
the day
Like I like the
foraging
ending.
plants.
Goku being wished back, the spirit bomb being the one to get it. It's not-
Finally, the one time that the spirit bomb actually worked.
yeah. And it's not the Super Saiyan thing. He didn't power up to go to a new stage. They were just completely outclassed to begin with.
I kind of like that in that respect as well, that Boo was so powerful in his angry form. Somehow, I like that mentality too, that somehow he was less powerful because he absorbed the fat Kai.
And it made him more
And it made him like docile and peaceful,
benevolent.
brought his power level down. I kind of like that mentality because up until that point, it was just fused with just about anything that walked, and he gets stronger.
Yeah.
Your plans.
It's an awful series. It is an awful series.
Make sure.
Oh man, that's great.
Should do what you need.
I really enjoyed Boo, but it was awful.
No, like
It's
the entire
awful.
series. I can never watch Dragon Ball Z again. It's just an awful series.
I could watch Abridged.
I can watch Abridged.
I can watch Abridged, and I can watch Kai probably.
Stay there. You
But going through all 297 episodes or 296 thereabouts,
see if this.
God, is that the amount it was?
including filler, including fake Namek.
I just want his head.
I don't want to do this part.
Yeah, fuck that. Fake Namek is awful.
So you have to use the blowgun now.
Somewhere. Let me get my bearings.
Really blows.
Granted, it's on Ronin.
I don't even think that I would want to as a player of this game. I don't think I would even want to play with the blowgun anyway.
I never used it.
As assassination is my style, but I really don't think blowguns are the way to go. I'd prefer to leap down on them and plunge my sword through their skull.
I dealt
Right.
with them.
Sometimes I forget.
And this
you're a
always drove me
grown
nuts
man.
too because it forced
I
me.
forget sometimes
At
too.
this point in time, I'd been nothing but
We should get
samurai.
back to the estate.
I dicks out,
I'll stay.
standoffs the entire
need to
time.
straighten the place
No out in the open,
Don't push
no
yourself too hard.
stabbing people and running off, no smoke bombs.
You are not a
And then the
child,
game forces you
and
down
I'm
this
old
path
enough
of
to
Jin
take care of
Sekai has
myself.
to do this. Narratively, I
What other
understand
kinds of
why.
poison can you make?
But if the
Always
game
so
was
patient.
difficult enough to force you to
There
do
is
these things,
another.
it would have been a different
Causes
story.
confusion and rage.
It's like narratively, your uncle's gonna die.
Greetings. Were they?
Try to remember.
I'm not saying a damn
Sounds
thing.
useful.
I haven't seen it,
I know.
so I don't know that for a fact, and I haven't spoiled myself, even though it's been out for 3 months.
Good.
You shouldn't. It's honestly one of the highlights of when you go through and play this and go to the end.
I'm hoping that eventually during the week I'll have enough time to grind this to where I can actually make some meaningful progress between streams. Because last time that I had done extra work, it only been like the equivalent of one stream's worth of extra work. So I went through and got all the Inari shrines. I went through and got all the like question marks that were around the map.
Yeah.
And it didn't take me longer than 3 hours to do.
Honestly, were I in your shoes, I would finish up as much as I can as quickly as possible and then move away from Ghost of Tsushima and try to stream something else.